long flight back, get a nice day off of a break, and then you kind of hit a hard, like, active, up-tempo practice, and that's kind of worked for you all. What do you like about this cadence and being able to kind of get after it more up and down on a day like today?
Yeah, I mean, it's really good for us. Just kind of getting back in the flow of things, and, building off of, whatever our past games were. Coming back late, having the day to kind of regather yourself and recuperate, and then coming back in and, getting a quick, just good, rebirth. And so, I mean, it's good for us, and it's worked the last couple times that we've done it. So I think the team kind of, likes the idea of it all, and just kind of coming back in another feel for it.
What did you like best about the fourth quarter the other night? And it seemed like you guys were able to kind of, I don't know, just you guys talk about getting the car back on the road, but it was almost like you guys were able to really mash the pedal down. And why were you able to do that?
I think just maturity in terms of, growth from the experiences that we've had in situations, in the fourth quarter. They made a run and they were up 7-10 points at one point with a couple minutes to go, and we responded the correct way. We stayed true to what we do, and we continue to just make the little things have a big effect on our game, and we responded well, and we're able to come out with a win. So I think you just kind of got to give credit to the growth and the experience that we've kind of seen over the last year and a half that I've been here, at least, that I feel like we made a big stride there.
A play that stood out to me in that fourth was your offensive putback, and I just got to ask you because nobody would have blamed you for maybe being frustrated during the first three quarters of that game. And so how did you, what were you doing on the sidelines and in the intermediate period before you went back in to get yourself in the right mindset to go be aggressive there late?
I mean, I was staying ready. I was in foul trouble, and it was a lot of things that I could have controlled to, put myself in better positions. But, I was on the bench, stretching the whole time, just trying to make sure that when I do get back in, I'm ready to go to, try and help the team win. And that whole game, I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm holding my team back. I'm not contributing to, the team being able to win. And when I went back in, I was like, do whatever it takes to, contribute, help the team. So that bucket was huge for me. I was excited. I got that bucket, and I almost started flexing. Then I realized, I was like, Wiggs, you got 5 fouls. You got to relax. I was like, don't get too excited. So, that was big for me individually, but I think, that kind of contributed to the team, in the mindset and the maturity that we have to just kind of, go out there, stay true to what we do, and, we can come out with wins.
Aaron, you were one of the guys who has experienced kind of the value of the blue and the G League. Just from your time down there, especially last season, what is it about that culture, that place that allows guys to kind of get better and thrive there?
It's the exact same here. The culture, the experience, everything that they kind of run both offensively and defensively is the same thing here. So you get a taste of everything that the Thunder does up here, but down there, I mean, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit easier to kind of transition into. So once you do get called up here to kind of get your work in, it's nothing new. You're ready to go, and you kind of have a feel of everything that goes on. So that's huge for everybody who goes down there.
We see guys go there, and their confidence that when they come back is just on another level, whether that's they're getting extended minutes down there or working on something specifically. How much does the confidence factor, how does the blue kind of help with that confidence factor?
I mean, that's huge. Confidence is everything in terms of, your ability to both, be successful on the court and off the court. Your confidence and your mental toughness, just to kind of, believe in yourself is everything. So, going with the blue and kind of getting extra reps or different looks or, being able to work on any parts of your game and, just kind of build that confidence and continue to trust, what you can do. And then when you come back up here, you know that you can do it because you've done it with the G League, and I mean, that's huge. We've seen a lot of guys do it. Me myself last year, Usman this year has done a really good job. Trey, both Lindy and Eugene this year have done a great job of it. So, I mean, I think that's huge for everybody.
And then just wanted to ask you what it was like having a new face in practice today with Dario.
It was kind of cool, kind of seeing his style of play and the way that he can contribute to the team. Guys were impressed, and he was a funny guy. We were in film, and coach was kind of asking him a lot of questions, and he has a great personality and seems like a good guy to be on the team.
You were a two-way guy like Eugene. What's it like seeing someone like him get his contract converted into a full season contract like he did?
It's awesome. On our way to the game in Portland, I congratulated him I'm happy for him. He did a good job when he first got the two-way. I remember me and him on the bench early in the season talking about, ways to just kind of, progressively get better and, contribute to individually maximizing your opportunities. And then when you do get them in the game, just kind of making the best of every moment you get. And he's done a really good job of it. He's kept the right mindset, whether he was with the G League or, up here with us. And I'm happy for him, and I've congratulated him multiple times.
You guys have had an uptick of offense in 2023. What do you think that's attributed to?
We got an all-star. We got 2 rising stars. Just a lot of playmakers who are really confident. And, guys are just kind of slowly, continuing to get more and more comfortable and understand, what we have to do on the offensive end to win games and just trusting what we have. And we continue to grow on that, get better with that. We'll be in good positions.
Are you going for anybody tonight in the Super Bowl?
Eagles all day. That's my favorite team. Yeah. So looking for the Eagles. My first jersey was a Donovan McNabb Eagles jersey when I was a kid. So I'm hoping the Eagles come out with a dub.
Right now, the Chet is pretty excited playing right now. How excited are you that he's going to come back next season?
I'm super excited for him. I can't wait for him. Playing alongside him in the summer league last year was super fun. Just his rim presence, his ability to protect the rim offensively. He's a huge threat on both ends of the court. So he'll help with our team being able to open up the floor on the offensive end, and then defensively, he's going to be a menace. So it'll be super fun. I know he's itching to get back, and we're all happy that he's slowly making a lot of progress and getting back healthy.
What did you like about, or what did you think about the energy you guys had as a group here today, getting back to work before this kind of final homestand before the break?
Yeah, we've had good success this season coming off the road, getting a hard practice in to kind of get the rust off and get ourselves ready to play at home. And we've had pretty good performances in those situations the last month or so, so hopefully we can carry that over again tomorrow.
You all talk about getting the car back on the road. It seemed like in the fourth quarter, it was more like, I don't know, hitting into hyperdrive or something like that. What did you think about just the fourth quarter and the way that you guys were able to kind of turn that dial or maybe solve a problem in game?
It's always more subtle and more detail-oriented than you think. It wasn't like this huge shift. It was just like we were a little tighter everywhere. Just a little better in the help, a little more discipline on the ball. Dort on Lillard helped because he guards him so well. He's so familiar with him. And I just thought it was kind of the cumulative effect of small details. It wasn't any of this, it wasn't a seismic shift by any stretch.
And then New Orleans coming in, they've had kind of a interesting stretch here. They lost 10 straight, won 3 straight. What are your thoughts kind of on where they're at as a team and how they'll challenge you?
Well, we've played 2 close games against them, and they've beaten us twice and have given us problems in different ways. They play us well, and so we've got to bring our A game tomorrow. And we have to understand, just like all these other teams we just played, they're getting to the point in the season where teams are starting to get really hungry, and we're going to face a hungry team tomorrow, and we need to be a hungry team.
What did you get to talk to Daigneault much today, and what are your first impressions?
I had breakfast with him. He's a pro. He's been around a couple organizations now, and has a good perspective on this at this point. So he's very open-minded and extremely coachable. And he got out there. We were able to play live a little bit today, so I thought he got a feel for the guys. They got a feel for him, which is the best you can do in one day. You're not going to solve all the problems in one day. So we'll integrate him and see how it goes. But he made a good first impression.
Made a couple moves. Olivier started two-way. Daigneault, and then Eugene signed him to a full contract for the rest of the season. Just talk about those moves.
Yeah, those are domino effects from the trade deadline, obviously. Sarge, it speaks for itself, highly professional, good player, good feel for the game. We're excited to kind of see what he can bring to us and stay open-minded to that. Eugene's worked hard. He's been a soldier in the program, and I'm happy for him. It's well-deserved, well-earned opportunity, and Olivier is a familiar face. He's obviously been in the program, both with the Blue and with the Thunder over time now, and the continuity of that is helpful because he'll come in here, he'll have a basic understanding of what's going on because he's been in this building before and he's been with the Blue. And has always made really good impressions here, and is still a young player that we think has some upside, so we're looking forward to working with him.
You got an uptick in the offense in 2023. You talked about you guys playing a little bit more proactive. Is that what it is, or is it just a matter of shots falling? Like you guys were playing the right way, but is it just a matter of shots just falling?
It's never one thing. You know, our offense since the New Year has been really good, and it's not one thing. It's a combination of our players getting better. I think that's something that you can count on with a developmental team. Is guys are getting better as they gain more experience. That certainly contributes. I think that we're gaining a better understanding of how to leverage our system, both from a coaching standpoint, playing standpoint, you know, how to put teams in dilemmas. The chemistry inside the group is growing. And then the shot, you know, we're making shots right now, and I would relate that to shot quality. You know, I think as the season's gone on, we've taken better and better shots and gotten more and more open shots. And, you know, the Portland game's a great example. I think we were 10 for 14 on, like, the best looks we got, and we were 2 for 10 on the worst ones. So even on a really good shooting night, on the shots that weren't great, we didn't shoot great, and on the shots that were, we did.
Are you going for anybody in the Super Bowl tonight?
No, not really. I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm just like a bystander at this one.
Can you tell us what's your plan for the the Usman J and then the JRE?
Yeah, we'll see. We have a meeting to check in on that right now. But we've got 2 blue games this week, and we're going to use those minutes. You know, we've got a pretty healthy roster right now, and we're going to use those minutes accordingly. So there'll definitely be guys with the blue, and we'll have formal announcements on that tomorrow.